Hello friends, welcome to H2 Diamond Academy. In this particular lecture, we will discuss about the strategy for covering the vector analysis. So vector analysis comes under UPSC Mathematics Optional Paper 1. Okay, so let us discuss how we are proceeding. So in lecture 1, we are discussing about micro topics. Okay, so this is the lecture 1 in which we are discussing the set of micro topics. Okay, so we have in lecture 1 we are discussing micro topics. In lecture 2 we have basic concepts of vector. In lecture 3, we are discussing Serret and Frenet formula. This is very important topic. Based on the discussion on the Serret and Frenet formula, we are discussing important results on Serret and Frenet formula. In lecture 5 and 6, we are discussing problems. Set 1 and set 2 on Serret and Frenet formula. Okay. In lecture 7, we have vector differential operator, gradient and related problems. Okay. So the problems are on vector differential operator and gradient. Okay. Now we have in lecture 8 we have divergence and curl of vector point function. Okay, so on the concept of divergence and curl of vector point function we are also discussing problems. Okay, so we have in lecture 8 divergence and curl of vector point function and related problems. Okay, in lecture 9 we will discuss about the problem set 1 on vector identities. Okay, so on the concept of vector identities, so there are set of vector identities. So based on the vector identities, we are discussing the problems. So on lecture 9, 10 and 11 and 12 and 13, we are discussing the problem set 1 to set 5. Okay. So from lecture 9 to lecture 13, we have problem set 1 to 5. Okay. On lecture 14, we will discuss about concept of line integral. Lecture 15. Okay, lecture 15 we are discussing top 30 questions on line integral. Okay, in lecture 16 we have concept of surface integral. Lecture 17 we have problems based on the concept of surface integral. In lecture 18 we have Green's theorem. Also we will discuss the problems. In lecture 19 we have problems on volume integral. In lecture 20 we have Gauss divergence theorem. Okay, on the concept of Gauss divergence theorem we will also discuss problems. Okay, so this problem is set 1. And from lecture 21 to lecture 23 we have problems from lecture 20 to lecture 23 we have problem set 1 to set 4. Okay, so from 20 to 23 we have problem set 4. Okay, in lecture 24 we have Stokes theorem and related problems. So the problems are set 1. In lecture 25 we have problem set 2. In lecture 26 we have problem set 3. And lecture 27 we have problem set 4. Okay, from set 1 to set 4 we have problems on the Stokes theorem. Okay, so this is all about the strategy for covering the vector analysis. Thank you.